Make sure you check out Strip Down this week.
Wait a minute.
Rapid tornado of questions.
Picasso!
Coming all the way from the Queen City.
This week, Strip Down goes green.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jiminy.
The last Saskatchewan performance.
Stripping me down.
All the way from Crake, Saskatchewan. Tommy John.
He's a friend of Arms Up.
That's my cake.
There's the first shot of the night. Keep it going.
Basically, you're saying you're better than
Sit
me.
down and play your instruments.
Jay Semphill.
They'll bring the party. All you got to do is show up.
Are we still on the air? You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson, and we got a big treat for you tonight. We grabbed this guy before he hops on his bike and heads to Vancouver for, well, maybe ever. Tonight on Stripped Down, ladies and gentlemen, the frontman of local band One Bad Son, Shane Volk.
Everybody says I know things that I already know. I left you out here on the road, and it seems that I can't let you go. But I know the long days and longer nights will put you back into the spotlight. Everybody says I want things that I've already got. The voices in my head have stopped asking if I've gone too far. But I know the long days and longer nights will drown with you out in the spotlight. Every day I'm gone from home, I just can't seem to let you go. Now that I have come back home, I just want to be alone. Everybody says I want things that I've already got, but I know the long days and longer nights will drown with you out in the spotlight. Long days and longer nights will put you back into my mind. Long days and longer nights will drown with you out in the spotlight. But not tonight.
Shane Volk of One Bad Son on Stripped Down tonight. We're spending 60 minutes with him, and kind of threw me off my game already. Started the night with Scarecrows.
That was for you.
Did you do that for me?
Oh yeah, that was for you.
Not lying. I'm not saying this because you're here. That is my favorite song in the world right now.
Thanks, man.
You played that a few weeks ago at the Refinery. Did this intimate concert that, Jay and Sal and I worked some cameras for you. And it's weird what resonates with you. And seriously, I had a moment with that song. I'm not trying to sound like a little 12-year-old fan,
Well, that's what we want. That's what we want.
But
for the
seriously,
new stuff,
I was going through some stuff and just I've never really talked lyrics on the show, but man, when you bust it out, everybody says I want things I've already got, and voices in my head have stopped asking if I've gone too far. It was that is exactly how I was feeling that day, and it was weird, man. And it's still rolling around in my head. And actually, when you gave me the disc to lay over top the video we shot, that's just been in heavy rotation in my car. This thing's like gold.
Right on, man.
52 seconds of cheering before Scarecrow starts on track 1. So thank you for that.
Hey, and thank you, man. That was great of you guys to come out,
It looks good. It sounds good. And let's start with what Scarecrow's about. I know what it's about for me, and this is weird because I've never again talked lyrics or broken a song down like this on Stripped Down before, but it is an amazing tune.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, thanks again. It's funny, that song was totally off the cuff. When I started doing the lyrics, how we wrote it actually is Hicks bought a new Pro Tools program and stuff, and we set it up in his bedroom. Actually, just we're kicking back and having a couple drinks and chatting and trying to work this thing out, and he's playing me this lick and this, and I was like, that's cool, man. I'm like, let's just throw that down, and we were just sort of screwing around, and yeah, I just came up with the melody, and that lyric actually just sort of came to me because I guess it was the headspace I was in at the time, I think a lot about, really what it's all about is the main theme of the song is just we go out on the road, yeah, I've left a lot of people behind, you know what I mean? And so when you're kind of it's when you're in the van or, actually doing a trip, you just, you think about all these things that you've left, like girls and everything, and it gets to you, you kind of get down, but that stuff all disappears as soon as you hit the stage. As soon as you get to do what you went there to do, you're like, yeah, that's what it's all about. And then just start thinking about things that matter to you in life. I mean, for me, that's what that lyric's about. I mean, everybody says you need this and you need this. It's I already have all that stuff. I'm happy. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't need a house right now. I don't need all this stuff. I have what I want, So.
See, for me, I listened to that and I was like, yeah, I've got an awesome life. I've got everything, but it never seems to be enough. I'm always looking around for that next thing I need.
Well, I think that's what drives a lot of people crazy. They're always looking for what's next, and you have to be, you're striving to do something. But if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then what's the point? And as far as Scarecrows goes, it's just the vision I had in my head. We were on a road trip and. I think it was in Alberta, and we were just driving by. It was getting dusk, and just these scarecrows in the distance, and I was kind of thinking of that stuff, so that picture hit me, and that was it. So
voices in my head have stopped asking if I've gone too far. I'm going to put that on my tombstone. That is lyric gold, man. All right, now let's go back to how I was originally going to start the episode. One Bad Son. I mean, obviously the huge story. You guys had your last Saskatoon show as a Saskatoon band, basically. As a local band. Last Saturday at Bailey's?
Yeah.
What's next? This is it's go time now for you guys.
It is, yeah.
This is a rare treat because we got you. This is basically going to be the last show you do as a local artist, basically, here in Saskatoon.
Yeah, well, it's exciting. I mean, we've worked, this is 5 years already, going on 6, and we've been working hard, and that's a pretty broad statement. We've been working hard, yeah. But no, it's great. We're going to record the record. We have 3 songs done. So we're going back out to Vancouver. I'm leaving Friday, taking my bike out there, so that'll be
That's rock and roll.
That'll be a fun trip, yeah. My dad built me a special bracket on it to house my guitar, so I can strap that on the back and go. But anyways, that's it. We're going to go record. We'll be out there for about a month, trying to get as much of it done as we can, and our management's going to be shopping it around for us, and since we were here the last time we were here, that's what we were trying to do was get that management deal, and we got that. So now they're shopping us for to labels, and so it's going to be it. We're going to go record. We're coming back for a month. We got some shows. Canada Day, we're playing here in the park at Diefenbaker, so we've never done that show. That'll be fun, and probably get a couple more. And then August, we're gone for good. We're going. But like I said, I tell everybody live, and I've told everybody a million times, we're going to tour back here a lot. That's the idea, right?
This will always be home.
Well, and I said we won't be a local band anymore, but we'll always be a Saskatoon band. So.
Well said. All right. Yeah, we have lots to cover tonight. I went back through the library today, the video library. I spent a lot of time editing stuff together for tonight. So we're going to take a look back of One Bad Son on Shaw TV over the years. But let's get to another song before we do that, okay?
Okay.
What can possibly follow Scarecrow?
Well, I'm going to something old. This is actually the second song that I ever wrote. I had this one. I brought this into One Bad Son when Kurt and I were just jamming, and I had this from my old band, and it made our first record. So this is the last song on the first disc. This one's called Last Days.
Boy, I am an old man, better listen to what I say. I don't like anything you do, and I don't like what you play. I've been around 100 years, so these things I should know. The devil's tapping on my back, and he says it's time to go. So goodbye, all good time, I wanna die. If you keep on the way you do, you're gonna wind up in the can. So straighten up and settle down and quit your little band. Rock and roll's the devil's work, and you're in his left hand. So listen up, boy, believe me, you're not long for this land. So goodbye, all good time, I wanna die. So goodbye, all good time, I wanna die. Down on me, 'cause I don't like what you did. I got my own mind, I'm my own man, and I won't make your mistakes. So you old man, I'm out of here, I've had all I can take. So goodbye, all good time, why don't you die? So goodbye, good time, why don't you die? Why don't you die? The old man couldn't comprehend all the shit that he heard. He lapsed into a coma, and the young boy called the nurse. She came in screaming, "What's going on, kid? I don't understand. This old man's going to the other side, and I think he wants a hand. So goodbye, all good time, I am alive. So goodbye, all good time, I am alive. I am alive. Well, I'm alive alone.
One Bad Son's own Shane Volk in the Shaw TV studio tonight. We have to gear up for our first commercial break, but again, we're taking a look back at some Shaw TV One Bad Son moments all night tonight. So this first one here, this is when I ran into you guys. This was good times. I ran into you guys in the tunnel.
Oh, this is the tunnel interview?
During Juno Fest. So let's roll tape and take a look at, what was this, March or April of 2007.
I've been saying all along, I'm like, because everyone knows in music, awards is tough, because it's like a subjective thing, like what band do you like over what other band. Anyways, we think they should be giving out awards for like most dingiest bar played in, and like, worst crowd ever, and like.
We take those. We would win those awards, yeah. I think, we specialize in bad crowds and playing to them.
I've noticed I've lost all control of this interview, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hand you the mic. You guys keep talking about One Bad Son. Maybe plug your MySpace. I'm going to go get a drink, okay?
Okay, sounds good. All right, so the...
Hey.
Hello, people.
Hey, hello.
We're
taking over Shaw Cable.
MySpace, we got myspace.com/onebadson. Website's onebadson.com. We got all the new songs up there. If you want to check out critique our songs, that'd be appreciated.
Oh, we come out, and if we ever play covers, which we're not a big fan of playing, like we like doing Guns N' Roses, right? But then they're like, well, give us some Brown Eyed Girl, and we don't. Depeche Mode. Yeah, Depeche Mode we got asked for, so it's like a nice array. It's an array of people come up and they're like, play REO Speedwagon, play Depeche Mode, and they're like, play Megadeth, So we're gonna learn a spectrum of new songs.
Ultimo Euromoda men's clothing store. Denim, footwear, leather jackets, sportswear. 204 3rd Avenue South, Saskatoon. Call 664-6640. Mother's Music provides a wide range of instruments. 617 8th Street East, Saskatoon. Operating for 17 years with music lessons, equipment sales, and rentals. Mother's Music, www.mothersmusic.com.
Escape sports gear and equipment for longboarding, freeline skating, kiteboarding, unicycling, extra cycling, dirt surfing, and mountain boarding. For more information on sales and rentals, www.escapesports.ca.
If you were asked to name the first butterfly that came to mind, I bet you'd say the monarch, probably because its beautiful orange, black, and white wings are so memorable. But there's more to this little creature than just good looks. Even though they appear delicate, monarch butterflies undertake the grueling task of migrating thousands of kilometers to Mexico each year. To survive the long trip, these butterflies will need to feed on nectar from wild-flowering plants. Problem is, some people consider these plants pesky weeds and use herbicides to get rid of them. How can you help? Look into ways of making your garden butterfly friendly. Try planting butterfly weed, asters, and other flowering plants. And before you know it, many butterflies will be calling your backyard home. But that's just a start. When you go to hww.ca, you'll find out more about the monarch butterfly and get ideas on how to help protect Canada's wildlife. That's hww.ca.
You're watching Stripped Down. Shane Volk of One Bad Son joining us tonight. And you're about to hop on your bike at the end of the week, drive to the coast. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on moving? This is how I was going to start the show, but then you threw me off by playing Scarecrows.
Thoughts on the whole move?
Yeah, like that's pretty big. It's been years in the making.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's time. I mean, it's one of these things. It's nice because we're at the point where it's like either do it or don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like we've gotten to the point where we can't stop. Like if we do, we can't just keep doing what we're doing here. Like we've gotten big enough where it's time to go. So the time's right. Everything's in order out there. We have, like I said, our producer is out there. Our management wants us out there. So it's kind of it's like any job where you, it's like this is where you have to go if you want to keep going. So No, we're pumped, and it's cool to be like, we don't know what's going to happen. You know, we're just going to keep working hard, but who knows what's going to happen and how fast. So, yeah, we're all excited. I'm excited.
Another thing I had to thank you about too is about a month ago we had a last minute cancellation. Someone literally canceled at 10 o'clock the night before, and I was calling everybody, and you picked up and you were like eating at like 10:30 night. You're having supper, and I explained the situation to you, and I knew we were going to do this show tonight, and you were like, I'm not ready. I was hoping we could do it in 4 weeks like we planned. I was going to bust out some new stuff, some special stuff, but I will go home and practice if you need me to, and I'll be there tomorrow. And that's for the guy that puts the show together, that means the world to me. Like, that was awesome. You had my back. Faraday came out at the last minute. We didn't have to pull the trigger early, but
yeah, that was a real late night, actually.
Just knowing, that that is why you guys are where you are. You have that mentality, and I thank you for that. Let's get to more music, Shane.
All right.
What's up next?
Actually, this is a brand new song. No one's heard this one. I just finished writing this. This is it's a little sentimental. It'll be a belated Mother's Day gift.
Nice.
My mom said something to me, and something stuck in my head about she was at like one of our bigger shows, and she said something about how these people treated her and Dad as an older couple, and it dawned on me that I never thought about them as an older couple. So anyways, I put this thing together, had some music, and whatever. I figured, why the hell not? I'll give my mom a little Mother's Day present, So
Awesome.
since she's out on the farm and I'm moving away forever, I figure, why not? So yeah, this one's completely unheard. I haven't played it much either, so hopefully it sounds okay. It's called Violent Temple.
Your yesterdays when you were young and we were young. So you say you're not as beautiful. I know you are. I know you are. Years are short, the days are long, holding on against the storm. Though I say that we're not breaking down, I know we are. I know we are. Even though all the colors gone and the stones are worn and the walls are shaking, every day you're as beautiful, no matter how this life might change you. Even though all the colors gone and the stones are worn and the walls are shaking, every day you're as beautiful, no matter how this life might change you. Even though all the colors gone and the stones are worn and the walls are shaking, every day
Nice. Never heard before. That one goes out to your mom.
Yeah.
Said she's on
Happy
the farm.
Mother's Day, Mom. Yeah, she's out on the farm. I don't get to see him that much, so.
I've interviewed you guys as a band probably like a dozen times.
Speaking of that, it's weird ending these songs without hearing the drums. You know, I hear the band in my head and nothing's happening. You know, it's strange.
But as I said, I've interviewed the band a whole bunch of times, and we always start, where the band started. Where did you start? I mean, you're from the farm, I guess. I don't really know anything about you before you created One Bad Son.
Yeah, actually, I am. I'm a farm kid. Born and raised. I grew up on a farm, went to school in a small town, Saskatchewan, and I grew up playing sports. I never picked up a guitar or sang a note till I was 21. So, which was great. Actually, it paid off. Now doing all those sports, it was great. I could get all into the benefits of physical fitness and doing what we do or what I do, running around the stage, and it's amazing what it does for your lungs. I mean, people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, how can you sing all night?" I'm like, "Look, you stay in shape and take care of your instrument. It'll last for you." But so I got in a band about 8 or 9 years ago. I was in theater actually before that, and I did some musical theater and found out I could sing. So I got a ton of really good lessons doing that production, and then it's kind of a long genesis, but I ended up I joined this band just to try it out, and they really liked what they heard, and did that for about a year, and then it took me about 2 years before I met Kurt, and both of us were without a band, and then Hicks came on board, and that was that. That's the short version. But
that's a great short version. You're a big workout fitness guy. You at one point, I don't know if you still do, you were sponsored by like a gym,
Fitness
weren't you?
Focus.
Yeah.
They sponsor me still.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm trying to, I'd like to eventually launch my own, site and get some stuff going just for music, and I mean, it's one of these things that it's huge in acting. I mean, you see actors that get in great shape for roles, and musicians they typically, I mean, I won't say that we don't party while we're out doing our thing, and but it's like I said before, what being in shape does for you is just it'll make your career longer. It makes everything better. I mean, you have tons of stamina on stage. So I want to marry those two worlds a little bit, because like you never see, you'll see like Ryan Reynolds on the cover of Men's Health, but you'll never see a musician. So I kind of want to maybe bring that to the spotlight a little bit,
Again, we have a lot of taped stuff tonight, so we're going to gear up for another commercial break. But first, I want to go back to actually the first time I met you guys as a band, when you talked about taking care of yourself and taking care of your instrument and showing how dedicated and hardcore of musicians you are. The first time I met you guys was in somebody's basement that was doing like a internet-only band show. You were wrecked, like not drunk. You were just like, you were hurting. And you were like, no, I'm good. And you were like gargling scope, and you're like, just give me 5 minutes, I'll be ready to sing. And then you're like, I could tell it was just killing you to sing. And here you were just like putting yourself through excruciating pain for this internet out of this guy's basement, music show.
Yeah. Well, and you have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I realize that being the singer, a lot of times you're the weak link. I mean, I've seen all the guys, actually, Kurt, Hicks, Granny, I've seen them all play sick and just, hurting through all different stuff. But for them, I mean, you can play sick, you can drum sick, but singing, you know what I mean? It's like if your voice is gone, you can't fight through it. So you have to, like, as much as you can, you have to make sure that your body's resilient and it's not going to break down on you, So, yeah, that's funny. That was a long time ago.
That would have been like 2006 probably.
Yeah, something
Anyways,
like that.
Let's get to our second commercial break. Again, we're taking a look back at One Bad Son Shaw TV history. And this, I believe, was December of 2007. You were in the old jam band house, which I'm sure you still miss. Anyways, let's take a look at this right before this pre-Christmas interview. This is one of my favorite intros I ever did to an art segment. Take a look.
What's going on?
Welcome to the house of rock and roll. Come on in.
Do you know where stuff goes once it's flushed down the toilet? It travels down pipes under our streets to a sewage treatment plant. There it is cleaned up through a variety of processes before it is sent back out in our lakes or rivers. The problem occurs when people flush things down the toilet like makeup, cleaning supplies, and some pharmaceuticals that the sewage treatment plant can't clean up. They are dumped untreated into our waterways, which other people depend on for their drinking water. Some cities continue to dump their sewage untreated into our waterways, while others are using innovative thinking to reuse sewage byproducts as fertilizer. What can you do? Be sure to properly dispose of any chemicals or unused medicine at your city's hazardous waste disposal site. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think? For more information on how you can be more water aware, visit waterunderfire.ca.
Escape sports gear and equipment for longboarding, freeline skating, kiteboarding, unicycling, extra cycling, dirt surfing, and mountain boarding. For more information on sales and rentals, www.escapesports.ca.
Mother's Music provides a wide range of instruments. 617 8th Street East, Saskatoon. Operating for 17 years with music lessons, equipment sales, and rentals. Mother's Music, www.mothersmusic.com.
And we're back talking to Shane Volk of One Bad Son, and our floor director Amanda is on me about my hair or something. I don't know. A few weeks ago she was dyeing it. No, there's something wrong. Okay, is that okay, Amanda? She's giving me the thumbs up. I'm not sure if it's the sarcastic thumbs up or not. We introduced the sarcastic thumbs up in Shaw this week, so I'm kind of shell-shocked whenever someone gives me a thumbs up anyways. Let's go back to Shane. Looking back at that old footage, I mean, what's going through your mind?
It's hilarious, man. Actually, I missed the band house. Was a good time. We had fun in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Right at the end, you could almost push it over, though.
Oh, God. It had everything wrong with it you could think of. It's like there were like frayed wires coming in from the power, like literally frayed off, and the back of the house was falling off, so it was tearing the wires out, and it had black mold all throughout the jam room, and yeah, it was it was good while it lasted.
But on the plus side, you could walk out the window onto the roof,
yes,
and you could play there and do interviews there.
That's true, until it started to collapse, then we got banned from that roof.
So have you been working all the way up till you leave? Because you texted me at like 6:15 this morning.
I was just up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't sleep, or?
Well,
I thought that was, I was like, okay, here's you know, the front man of One Bad Son. Either he's just off to bed or something's not right.
Well, I get into these headspaces, and this isn't I'm not, you know, this sounds like a total like rock and roll thing, but
yeah.
I just, I got up at like 4. I was working on some stuff, and like before I went to bed, and I slept okay for a few hours, and then I was just up, and I was doing I was just writing, and I couldn't get these lyrics and stuff for the new record out of my head. I mean, there's still a few things to straighten out, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm up, let's do some work. So yeah, then you texted me, I'm like,
Curtis,
yeah, so that was pretty funny, but yeah, it happens sometimes. I've sat up till 3 or 4 just on a work night, you know, just because like, it's like Neil Young said, he's like, when it hits you, you have to cater to it, right? You can't go to bed and get up and hopefully it's still there. It's like if something hits you, you've got to work it out until it's done, you know? So that's what I was doing.
We were talking during the commercial break about the song styles, because you guys can rock out, you can play acoustic, you can be like the version of Scarecrows I heard, where it starts acoustic and slow and then it kicks in. And you said, you're in for a treat next. So let's go to the next song. How does this translate into that?
Well, this next song I'm going to do is another new one. I brought this one to the band because we all write.
Yeah.
You know, I do the lyrics, but we all contribute music. But this particular song I brought in, I'd been working on just kind of whatever, and so we all started working on it, and then we must have cut 20 songs for this record. So this is one of the ones that got cut, and I kind of reworked it and stuff. So. But I like the message of it. This is one of my favorite favorite lyrics, but maybe like favorite lyrical image. I like the subject matter, so it's all about the Jesse Owens story. I don't know if you know anything about Jesse Owens. He was an American sprinter and won the golds in the 30s, and we could get all into that. But it's just like power of the human spirit kind of song, and just like I always see things mirrored in myself, just to be like like look what people had to do to get what they wanted, right? And when you think you're working hard enough, you're not, because you see what it takes to get to the top. That's so.
All right.
All right, well, let's try this one out. This is called The Fastest Man Alive.
You wait in line. The streets are alive when I come down, and when they're gone, you send me home through the back door. Still they come to hunt me down. They'll find a way to hunt me down. No. Hold on to what you came for. Hold on and stay alive. Hold on to what you came for. They could never deny the day I became the fastest man alive. You wait so long. You work your whole life for one goal, and the voice inside, the fire that burns in your soul. Hold on to what you came for. Hold on to what you came for. Hold on and stay alive. Hold on to what you came for. For you can never deny the day I became the fastest man alive. Still they come to hunt me down, and they'll find a way to hunt me down. No. Hold on to what you came for. Hold on and stay alive. Hold on to what you came for. Well, you can never deny the day I became the fastest man alive.
We're watching Strip Down with Shane Volk. Man, we are burning through time. I'm getting cues all over the place. So, how many more songs do we have? Like 3 or 4? We'll make it through here. I guess we should gear up for another commercial break because I want to get all the taped segments in. And yeah, we talked about it during the first commercial break. We saw a shot of a Amigo show you did, and you were playing solo, just like you are now. And there was a reason for that. It was because it got a little rowdy, and fans spilled beer all over your pedals. That's not a good thing. I'm not a musician.
All
but
over Hicks's pedals. Yeah, he wasn't too happy.
That's not a good thing. So we're going to take a quick look at that and then go into when we chatted in Brandon, Manitoba at the Western Canadian Music Awards back in September. Here we go. Roll tape.
Not good for pedals.
Easy now. Get your beer out of there.
Oh, that is no good.
I can play a bass solo if you want.
We have a small technical issue. Okay.
No, I'll say this. This is diplomatically speaking. Being here makes me love Saskatoon even more.
That's true.
No, it's for serious. Yeah.
Anyone else want to tee off on Manitoba while we're here?
We'll put it this way: we the morning we woke up, Friday morning, we just went to Shoppers. We had to pick up some stuff, and this lady stops us. She's like, "Wow, you guys must be in a band, you know?" And we're like, "Well, what's the deal?" And she's like, you're all smiling. You look so happy," which we thought was funny. But like as we went around this town, and also we found out that another band actually from Saskatchewan, their bass player got punched out like their first night here, just like.
Mother's Music provides a wide range of instruments. 617 8th Street East, Saskatoon. Operating for 17 years with music lessons, equipment sales, and rentals. Mother's Music, www.mothersmusic.com.
Escape sports gear and equipment for longboarding, freeline skating, kiteboarding, unicycling, extra cycling, dirt surfing, and mountain boarding. For more information on sales and rentals, www.escapesports.ca.
Ultimo Uramoda men's clothing store. Denim, footwear, leather jackets, sportswear. 204 3rd Avenue South, Saskatoon. Call 664-6640.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Volk.
Where is my girl gone? She leaves my heart on the table. She's got the eyes of the world on. Ain't she lucky? Where is my world gone? I'm left with nameless faces. Least I can hide with the lights on. Ain't I lucky? I don't wanna talk about the times that we both knew, and I won't sit and think about the things I put you through, but I want everything for you, I do, now that I am without you. I'm still up when the light's gone, turning thoughts into letters. No one up to rely on. Ain't I lucky? I don't wanna talk about the times that we both knew, and I won't sit and think about the things I put you through, but I want everything for you. You, I do. I do. I do. Don't want to talk about the times that we both knew, and I won't sit and think about the things I put you through, and I want everything for you. You, I do. Now that I am without you. Where is my girl gone? Where is my girl gone? Ain't she lucky?
We're wrapping things up with One Bad Son frontman Shane Volk. Now, a lot of the fans out there will remember a much louder version of One Bad Son than what we're hearing tonight, but it seems really natural when you play like that. So we talked before about how, you know, you guys can rock out, play acoustic. What do you like? Like, what do you prefer? Do you like the mix, or?
I love the mix. Yeah,
Yeah?
like that last song "Without You" is going to be on the new record. We decided to do one and with like some symphony and just something different,
Yeah.
right? Because I mean, I'm in a different headspace all the time. I mean, it's great. We go out and when the boys are all fired up, you know, and the music's there. I mean, I love just want to go crazy. You know what I mean? On stage, it's a great release, and I love that. But also, it's great to let our musicianship kind of shine through a little bit more, because you know things get loud in bars, and I mean we've played stadiums too, which has been awesome. But you know, I mean, it's just big, it's loud, and people don't care as much about how good you are. The energy is wild, you know, and if the energy is great. But this sort of stuff, for you know any of the acoustic shows, I love those too, because it gives you a chance to. You don't have to worry about getting all crazy and running around. You just do your thing, right? Like, and like I said, let your musicianship kind of speak for itself. So I love both of them. I don't really prefer either or. So, but yeah.
During the last song, we actually got a quick shot of the plate of cookies that our wonderful volunteer Amanda Hockey prepared for us. It's like Strip Down's own little going away present to
it's great.
Shane of
They
One
smell
Bad
so
Son.
good. I'm sitting here trying to sing. Yeah.
They were so hot when they got in here. Another thing we need to talk about really quickly, the shirts. I'm wearing One Bad Son apparel. However, you've recently released 4 different shirts, which I think is a little kind of mean. But you can actually, if you go on your website, are they available there?
Actually, no. We're blowing out our stock because when we get to Van, we're going to get a whole bunch of new stuff. So you have to come to shows to get those things. And if you email us or get a hold of us on Facebook, we'll ship you anything you want. So,
but you guys made 4 different shirts. You're a different member on a different shirt, right?
Yeah.
It was forward thinking. But, you know, I guess being the lead singer, the front man, you're probably all for that idea. Yeah, sure.
Well, I was actually kind of nervous. Dalsey came up with that idea, and it turned out good. But I'm like, man, you don't want to be the one. If my shirts don't sell, I'm gonna start feeling awful about myself. You know.
That's true. Getting the time check here. Well, we'll see how much time we have left, but I want to get this in. Again, I spent the day going through footage of all the times I interviewed you in the 5 years I've been on the arts and entertainment beat here on Shaw TV. We've got a lot of history, rich history between myself and One Bad Son. So I threw together some stuff that didn't fit in the little pre-break segments. So here's a little kind of montage.
Nice.
To Rust Bucket of One Bad Son. Roll tape. Thanks for tuning into Shaw Arts and Entertainment. I'm Curtis Anderson, outside today with 2 of the 4 members of a local band, One Bad Son. What is this all about? This seems like a good way to wrap this up.
That is Mr. D. That's Mr. Deaky Grouper.
I know someone else gets me.
He's currently playing bass for us, but he has small fingers and he can't pluck very well. Lots
of dive bars.
Just one kind of dive bar.
Dive bars, we really specialize in them, and it really shows in the music. It reflects in the music.
Hey, we're One Bad Son,
And you're watching Shaw TV.
Do you guys have to leave Saskatoon to become really successful?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, that's like a huge thing for us right now. It's like whether to move, whether to stay. We're not on some huge deadline. Like our plan is to move to Vancouver, but we're not like determined to get there next month. It's going to be like we're going to get there when the time is right. You know.
I'm here with One Bad Son. Ordering more alcohol, really, guys? Really?
Are we live? Are we recording?
We're doing
More time, more booze.
Yeah. This is the time for booze. Our show's over, so drinking starts.
Good afternoon, Shaw viewers. Coming up next on Shaw Arts and Entertainment, One Bad Son interviews Curtis Anderson.
One Bad Son, the last like 4 or 5 years. It has been an honor working with you guys.
That was a nice
you guys
little montage.
Have been such a fun band. You know,
and we appreciate it too, man. Shaw's been awesome to us, and you've personally been awesome to us. You know what I mean? And you'll continue to be, because we're going to be back here a lot. So
back in summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Again, this is like the goodbye, because you guys are days away. You're taking off. You're throwing on the bike and you're gone. One Bad Son, Saskatoon's own. Final thoughts, Shane. I've had a lot of fun this last hour, but this really is goodbye after like 4.5 years.
Yeah, well, I just, I guess all I can do is say thanks. Like, thanks to everybody that's supported us. I mean, our fan base here is awesome. So, like I said, don't think we're not coming back, because the whole idea with Van is we get to tour back here like every 3 months, which is great. And anytime you want to interview us, anytime you want to hang out, it's always
you're
good.
A phone call away. I got a place to crash from ever down there.
You're gonna have a few places to crash out there.
Nice.
So yeah. So, no, we've had nothing but fun, and everything's getting better and better. So, no complaints. The new record should be awesome. Hopefully, it sounds as good as we think it's going to sound. So, yeah.
This is it, man.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. I'll
Thanks
say
a lot,
goodbye
Curtis.
to the sponsors. Ultimo Euromotive, Mother's Music, and Escape Sports. For all things stripped down, hit myspace.com/strippdownsask. We'll have some sweet pictures of tonight. It might be a little tearful. Seems like we've been saying a lot of goodbyes. It was Colton Wall last week, One Bad Son this week. Strip Down's turning into a tearjerker. Anyways, Shane, again, it's been an honor working with you for the last few years. Good luck
Thanks
for
a
the whole
lot, man.
band. For the last time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, One Bad Son frontman, Shane Volk.
It ain't right to put our lives into the hands of thieves and liars. And I know you say it has to be this way, at least for now, but it ain't right. it time to raise my hand? Or should I even take a stand this time on what's going wrong? I keep working overtime. The more we work, the more we get behind. And they don't mind. But it ain't right to put our lives into the hands of thieves and liars. And I know you say it has to be this way, at least for now, but it ain't right. Die in a foreign land still never seems to make much sense. What's going wrong? Keep working overtime. The more we work, the more we get behind. No, and they don't mind. But it ain't right to put our lives into the hands of thieves and liars. And I know you say it has to be this way, at least for now, but it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. And though I understand all of the ways they tie your hands, but you can rise above and be the one who gets it right. It ain't right to put our lives into the hands of thieves and liars. And I know you say it has to be this way for now. Well, it ain't right to put our lives into the hands of thieves and liars. And I know you say it has to be this way, at least for now, but it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Thanks a lot, man.
His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.
Coming up this week on Strip Down, we have a very important episode. This guy here is about 3 days away from getting on his bike and driving out to Vancouver forever. In his last Saskatoon show as a local band, we bring you 60 minutes with One Bad Son frontman, Shane Volk.
Everybody says I know things that I already know.
And we have to go to our second commercial break. But really first, if you guys are wondering what that smell is, it's probably my shirt. I said it was a night of goodbyes. This Icon shirt was made for me by a young lady back in 1998 when I worked at Subway. Her name was, I believe, Kelly Edwards. She made this shirt for me. I probably have 2 photo albums full of good times with me wearing the shirt. And then I did like 4 years of indoor soccer. The thing stinks. I can't wash it anymore. It's like threadbare. It stands by itself. I've been trying to give it a good send off because it's so sentimental. Tonight, I'm going to retire the shirt. This is the last time. Man, I talked a lot about my shirt. I'm really taking away time from the band. So Laura, throw out a commercial break once more, okay?
More stripped down after this.
It has been so much fun with you tonight. We have to bail out of here, but first I have to talk to Miss Churchman. Now, Laura, this is not the second time, or this is not the first time you've left Stripped Down. After the third episode, you also went traveling. Is that correct? Where'd you go?
I went to Germany.
Okay, how was that?
It was really good.
And now, where are you going after tonight? You're leaving us again, just like Jesse.
I'm going to Australia this time to live with my sister.
That's pretty cool, but you are going to be gone quite a bit longer than Jesse. You
Well,
may not be back till like summer.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, giant holes left in the Stripped Down crew. Anyways, Laura, it is your birthday. You are leaving. I put together another little montage for you. Okay, let's take a look at some Laura Churchman moments here on Stripped Down. Roll tape.
Happy birthday, Mr. and Mrs. President. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, quick pan over this way. We have to run.
Oh, how wow.
Walk the line, waste my songs. You had style, you had charm.
Laura and I share the same birthday, November 13th.
Yeah.
You excited to be back here?
Oh, so excited. Co-hosting.
Say something
Best time
about
of my life.
episode 50. You gotta be excited.
I'm just really excited. Episode 50, I was waiting for these guys to be on. I'm so excited. I love their band. So.
All right, Laura Churchman, here we are. Episode 50. It's in the middle of the afternoon. We got to get dressed. We got to get dressed up, Laura. It's a big night. I want some fancy wear.
Of being classy and not trashy. So that's really what we do here.
It's a stretch to make Laura and I not look trashy, too.
No.
You know, Laura, since you're my favorite crew member, I got you your own pizza this week, Laura.
Waste my songs. You had style, you had charm.
I would like to go on record and say that reenactment, when I really did that to you, that may have been the meanest thing I've ever done to somebody.
That was pretty much the most disappointed I've ever been in my entire life.
You know, Laura, we've been kind of rivals, like friendly rivals, ever since the show started, and it's been a lot of fun. You've made me look silly on more than one occasion. I hope I've made you look silly on more than one occasion. It's been fun. You've been like the Kenny to my Spenny.
Oh, good.
Anyways, I was thinking about how I stuck the I flipped you off through a pizza box once and thought that's pretty low. And a lot can happen while you're gone. So if this is the final moment for Laura Churchman, I want to go out on a high note. Laura, do it quick. You're only gonna get one.
What? Oh, really? No.
Let's do it.
No.
Let's do it. Let's do it before I change my mind. Happy birthday, Laura Churchman.
You look good.
Thanks for watching Stripped Down. Thanks to our sponsors, Mother's Music, Ultimo Euromoda, and Escape Sports. We still have to do the balloon drop. I haven't forgot about that. I'm just wrapping things up. For all things Stripped Down, hit myspace.com/stripdownsask. Nobody slip on the pie. Laura Churchman, happy birthday. It has been such an honor working alongside you. November 13th, the most satanic day of the year. Again, don't look so surprised.